the Warriors off the tip. And checking out the New Orleans opening lineup. They've got Fears, Sadiq Bey out there with Zion Williamson. Then there's Trey Murphy, and it's Queen in at the center position. Basket's good.
Putting his body to work in the paint. Butler using his athletic skills to get it done.
Pass to Queen. Here's Williamson. Shot clock at 5, and they double up Williamson. New Orleans needs to hurry, late clock. And off there, he misses his first shot of the night. And it's Butler with the ball for the Warriors. Goes back up, and he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair. It's going to be on Sadiq Bey.
And how many times have we seen this from Butler? Using the pump fake to manipulate the defense.
Shooting 2.
First one falls for him.
And at this point of his career, Butler wants to win. And boy, does he ramp up his performance in the playoffs, especially in recent years.
So he picks up just 1 from the line that time. Here's New Orleans now. It's a 3-point game. Here's Fears. He's covered by Curry. Pass to Bey. Here's Queen. Some nice passing by New Orleans here. For 3, Fears. And the rebound goes to the Warriors. On the wing, Curry. Good, and Butler gets the assist. And with 2 of the league's smaller market teams facing off in last year's finals, Shams, any problem with that?
On one hand, BA, it definitely takes the audience some getting used to, but for Commissioner Adam Silver, it's a sign that the league's changes are working as intended. So much parity, it gives every team, if well managed, a chance to compete. And the Pacers and Thunder both certainly fit that description. This is a wide open league right now, BA.
NBA is fertile ground if it's well managed. That's the key. And it's the Warriors with the ball after the basket by New Orleans. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Butler. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. And checking in with our rookie leaderboard. Here are the top scorers over the last 10 games. 5th, Jeremiah Fears.
He's shown that under the right circumstances, he can really make his presence felt on the scoreboard.
And he can't get the first one. And he sinks the second. Williamson with it. 17 points in his last outing. And just under 2.5 minutes elapsed here in the first. Bey outside. Fires the 3. Warriors with the rebound. Butler's got 4 rebounds now.
Okay, it's taking them a moment to find their rhythm, opening the game with some uneven 1-for-4 shooting.
Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Steve Kerr gave me a few minutes to catch up with him. We talked about the problems that Zion Williamson can give a team inside. And Coach said it's not about the shots that Zion makes, it's about the shots his teammates miss. We have to make sure that we body up Zion and not let him convert misses into makes. Might be hard finding volunteers willing to body up Zion. Guys?
Thank you for that, Allie. Here's Fears. He's been contributing over 15 a game. Shams, we talk a lot about LeBron James, his future as a player, but we also start thinking about expansion of the NBA. What do you think LeBron James' future as a potential owner is?
BA, LeBron James has told me over the past year he wants to be an NBA owner after his career is over, preferably in Las Vegas. If the NBA expands in Vegas, gets a team there, he very much wants to be the owner of that team, and he's someone that's valued at $1 billion. Let's see what happens when his career is over.
I think he can afford it.
I think so.
You don't want to let him get into a rhythm from out there.
First quarter of play and just over 3.5 minutes in. Pass to Williamson. 6 on the shot clock. Williamson is doubled. There's the 3. Warriors with the rebound. Outplayed in the previous game on their schedule. They lost to the Rockets.
They hit a couple big shots, but overall, there was a lack of consistency. Just not their night at the offensive end.
And tonight, I expect them to play better offensively. Try to get some closer looks.
Now here's Williamson. He's been an important part of this offense, averaging around 22 points a game. Pass to Fears. And he's in the books. Now 1 for 2.
Good passing to set that up. Teamwork on display.
The Warriors lead by 4. Here's Curry. 14 points for him last game against Houston.
And he didn't just put up big points. He beat everyone to the boards.
Now here's Bay. The 3. Fires in the triple.
Well, Bay knows his team needs this from him, and he's just finding ways to get productive at the arc.
Curry passes to Green.
New Orleans foul. Zion Williamson.
These are his first free throws of the game.
Foul. Third team foul. At the line for your Warriors, Draymond Green, taking 2 shots.
Shooting 2.
Free throw good. Green. And Shams are seeing a transition in regional media. The RSN, the Regional Sports Network, with cord cutting impacting revenues.
Yeah, local RSNs is a big part of the NBA, and the availability of local team broadcasts via streaming is certainly skyrocketing. Every team, Utah, Phoenix, has their own flair to this, and it definitely has the potential to unlock an even larger viewership. The national broadcast is big, guys, especially here at 2K TV, but the local audience is very much an important part of the NBA ecosystem.
Here's Fears. He's coming off a 10-point game against Memphis. No good. That would have tied it. The Warriors lead by 3. Here's Moody. Good D by Bay.
He just looks off this quarter. Looks like he's forcing it a bit right now, a little bit in his head.
Alvarado outside. Out to the wing. Let's go with a 3. Kuminga pulls it in.
And the defense dodged one right there. Not the guy you want to leave open.
And it's Butler with the jam.
When Butler is cleared for takeoff, just get off the runway.
Here's Fears. So timeout called here. The first for New Orleans. Last game matched up with the Grizzlies. A tough loss there.
Yeah, sometimes you're taught a lesson. They lost the momentum, but once the comeback started, they had no answer.
Let's keep it going for your Warriors dancers.
switch here. Pajemski's checked in. And even as the NBA enters the first year of its lucrative new broadcasting deal, Sham, still plenty of fixation on the ratings.
Yeah, BA, and we've heard directly from the league that it's part of the culture of the NBA to be self-critical. I mean, you look at the growth of the NBA year over year, perhaps that restlessness is part of the reason why the league is thriving in a lot of ways. They're going to continue to find innovative ways, whether it's through TV deals, innovations in social media, innovations with other platforms to continue to get the NBA out there.
Well, one thing we know, they listen and they never stand still.
Draw them in and kick it out. Great execution to open up an easy look from outside.
Outside Pajemski. Inside, the kick out, Curry. Drops in the three. Curry's got 6.
Wow. Some strong perimeter shooting here in the first quarter.
Now here's Alvarado. His last outing, he had 24 points. Pass to Fears. And New Orleans getting another bucket right there.
Oh, I love that possession for them, ending with an assisted bucket.
Outside Pajemski. Outside Butler. Launches a 3. The Pelicans pull it in. Last time they met was in New Orleans.
This time around, they're looking for better execution offensively. They have to avoid mistakes.
If they can clean up the turnovers and make better decisions, it should be a much closer game this time around.
You can't ask for a cleaner look than that. He just couldn't deliver.
Green, the pass to Curry. Now Pajemski. Pass to Green. And the bucket counts. And he is on his way to the line. He'll try to make it a 3-point play.
First personal foul, 14 foul.
And a look at how the offensive approach has been going so far for the Warriors.
Well, so far, their long-range shooting has been the story, doing damage from deep.
Yeah, also, you got to appreciate how unselfish they've been. I mean, the ball movement has been impressive, and the assist numbers are off the chart.
Al Horford's checked in for the Warriors. Hield comes in for Curry. Free throw good. Green. Shams, I know you've had discussions with Commissioner Adam Silver about the league possibly expanding into Europe. Where does that stand?
Well, it's fluid, BA, and Commissioner Adam Silver and other league officials have been very clear to me. It's a process that's going to be measured in years, not necessarily months. There's definitely a sense they want to better serve those fans in Europe, start their own league out there that's NBA affiliated. That's something the NBA is much more further along in exploring in the days, weeks, and months ahead, as opposed to expansion immediately.
Now here's Green. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against Houston.
And also active defensively. 2 blocks to go with kind of his overall floor game.
Pass to Hield. Shot clock at 6. Green, a screen. Shot on the wing. Yep, that one's good.
Pick works well there, but the defense left a lot to be desired.
Yeah, that just comes down to a lack of effort. The defender has to do a better job fighting through the screen.
Here's Hawkins. 14 points for him last game against Memphis. The Warriors lead by 4. Hield passes to Horford. Back to Hield. Good, and it's Horford who picks up the assist. Hield's gotten his second bucket.
Nice move. Hield showing he's not just a 3-point shooter.
Pass to Messi. Some nice passing by New Orleans here. 6 to shoot. Here's Alvarado. No good on the 3.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
And Horford powers it home.
Love the dunk from Horford. He doesn't mess around when he gets inside.
Alvarado right side. Queen, pass to Alvarado. Out left to the wing. Pass to Hawkins. Here's Queen. No good with the triple.
So far, rebounding has been a focal point for them.
Green, a chance to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. Pelicans trail by 8. Alvarado right side. Out to the right wing. From outside the arc. Podziemski grabs the board. Golden State has gone 3 of 7 from beyond the arc in the first. That one's good for 2. And the Warriors lead by 10.
Defensively, they've got to get more bodies in the paint. That's 3 straight field goals from below the free throw line.
Fires it from 18. And it's good. Off the back of the rim and in.
That's a guy you want taking shots, a quality offensive player.
Now here's Podziemski. Alvarado defending. Podziemski shot is good.
So far, they're owning both ends of the floor. We'll see if they can keep this going.
They came out and bum rushed them. Huge difference in activity level from both teams tonight.
About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Hawkins can't get it to go.
And that's a low percentage shot, and I'm sure he knows it.
And those are the type of shots that just drive coaches crazy. Look, I wouldn't be shocked to see him sitting on the bench if he tries that bad boy again.
Here's Alvarado. No good from outside. And so it's the Golden State Warriors ending the quarter up 10. Their defensive efforts have paid off, effectively shutting down the opposing offense. We'll be right back after this word. We welcome you back to second quarter action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And from what we've seen here from the Warriors, what's your take so far?
Well, it's simple. When you can dominate the boards at both ends, you can control the second chance touches.
And rebounding numbers, sometimes we overlook that, but they can have a big effect on the outcome.
We've got Al Horford. Jimmy Butler out there with Kuminga. Then there's Brandon Podziemski. And it's Hield in at the 2. That's the group for Golden State as we kick off the second quarter. Pelicans trail by 10. And it's approaching 2 decades since the launch of the modern smartphone, Shams. It's put the game in the palm of your hand.
And you know, I don't go anywhere without my phone, and of course, that accessibility is a key part why Adam Silver says the league has been supercharged by technology. Social media and our phones are a big part of the game.
Can you imagine it any other way at this point?
Absolutely not.
And even though he hasn't been himself, it hasn't affected his team too much. They've still got the lead.
Pass to Hawkins. Lets it go from deep. Hits the trifecta. Hawkins has got 5 now.
And far from the best shot, but all that matters is the end result. Somehow he sinks it.
Man, oh man, Kuminga with the easy bounce. Throws it down.
Oh, I feel bad for that rim. Kuminga, this is what he does.
Here's Hawkins. He's got 5. Over to the wing. Takes the 3. And it's Alvarado missing.
He came out today planning to do as much damage from three-point range as possible. Well, it looks like it's time to change up the plan, guys.
Butler. It's stolen by Looney. Alvarado outside. From deep. Kuminga pulls it in.
You hate to pile on, but his poor shooting night has really hurt the team.
He may not have that traditional power forward build, but his bounce, well, that kind of levels the playing field.
Alvarado, the pass to Looney. And the officials will call the illegal screen here.
You can get away with one once in a while, but it looked like he wasn't completely set on that pick.
You gotta blow the whistle when it's that obvious. Great call there by the official.
Spencer's checked in for Hield. McGowan's, he's checked in for New Orleans. Pass to Horford. To the middle. Kuminga's shot is off.
Uncharacteristic, but that's a bucket he'll convert 90% of the time.
Here's Hawkins. Some nice passing by New Orleans here. Alvarado, the pass to McGowan's. Clock at 6. Kuminga pulls it in. Kuminga's got 5 rebounds tonight.
They really have a commanding lead, not just in points, but in rebounds as well.
Butler taking his time here. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Butler. Shams, there's so many entertainment options out there. Commissioner Silver has said the league cannot be complacent.
Boy, is there ever. I mean, you think about the new TV deals. You think about the rise of social media. We're seeing so much innovation in this world, just in general, across all sports, and the NBA is no different. And certainly, the league office has been very proactive, looking to improve this product at every turn. And a lot of this is around social media and around the internet and around their young consumers and young fans.
And here are the Warriors now. After New Orleans, 3-pointer on the other end. Here's Podziemski, and it's good for 2. Podziemski's got 6.
Man, that's now 10 straight points in the paint. I'm not sure what's happened to their defense.
Pass to Misi. Picked by Misi. Bay from long range. Buries it from 3. Bay's got his 2nd bucket on the night.
Man, they're having a hard time defending the triple. That's 3 in a row.
Outside Kuminga. Back to Curry. Fires from deep. Curry buries the triple.
What a response from Curry. Gotta know he's coming for his revenge.
Pelicans trail by 10. Here's Spears. Here's the 3. They get it back. And he makes no mistake. Slam dunk.
Just great energy on the offensive glass. That's exactly how you cut into a lead.
Boy, a slam like that is sure to give him a spark. Now here's Podziemski. 14 points for him last game against Houston. Here's Green, and it's hammered home by Green.
With how much Draymond moves on the offensive end, Green gets a lot of dunk opportunities.
New Orleans calls timeout. And it's Jose Alvarado in for Hawkins. And one thing you can say about today's NBA, Shams, it keeps you guessing.
Oh, does it? I mean, this is an era of wide open competition. We've seen the flattening of the lottery odds, the big comebacks, especially in the playoffs this past year, a different champion each season. These are exciting times to be sure. And I think continuingly with this collective bargaining agreement, we're going to see more and more parity in the league.
And a year-round news cycle, which is good for you.
I'll be ready, BA. You know this is much more fun for me.
And the basket by Queen.
Nice ball movement there. Delivered the pass right on time.
And it's Butler with the ball for the Warriors. Green with a screen on Williamson. Butler passes to Green. And it's hammered home by Green.
A big part of his game offensively. Green fantastic at the pick and roll game.
Pass to Queen. There's the screen. Bay finds Williamson. Oh, Williamson with the throwdown.
And giving them what they want, the incredible dunking ability of Zion on full display.
Outside Curry, fires for 3. And it's Queen with a rebound. Pelicans trail by 8. Williamson looking around. Pass to Alvarado. This one for 3. And no good.
I think he's gone completely dry. Nothing is hitting.
Yeah, and the risk now is that he gets inside his own head. Time to take deep breaths in through the nose, out through the mouth, and let the game come to you.
Now here's Williamson. 6 points for him. The shot's good.
Yo, what a dish from Bay. Kept his eyes up the floor and found an open teammate.
And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Hey, Brian. Zion Williamson is a force offensively, but now he's applying his physical gifts to the other end of the court. He said, quote, teams were hunting me on defense. Watching the film, I didn't like that. I just started taking a lot more pride in it, working on it so I can hold my own. Back over to you guys.
Locking in. All right, Allie, appreciate the report. Just 3 to shoot. Williamson. Ooh, he's locked in. Dreams his 5th shot in as many attempts.
And what hustle from Zion right there. Just outworking everyone on the offensive boards.
Curry passes to Green. Bay against Kuminga. Pass to Curry. Puts up a 3. Knocks down the long J. Curry's got 12.
Defensive mix-up there. He's the last guy you want to leave open.
New Orleans calls timeout.
There's just a lot of wide open lanes to the rim here. That'll drive your coach nuts.
Yeah, we can see over here, the coach, he has some choice words for his team. Words we cannot repeat.
All right, this is coming out of the court. Come on, it gets louder for your breakers. Yes,
for Alvarado. And how about we check the numbers for Sadiq Bey? Pass to Fears. Some nice passing by New Orleans here. The 3 ball. And Trey Murphy hits from deep. 5 points in the game.
His three-point shot looks so pure. The defense allowing him to get comfortable out there.
Moody with it. Bay's there. Outside Curry. 5 on the clock. Goes up on the wing. Pelicans cleared away.
Not that time, but that's a shot that he's going to make more oftentimes than not.
Pass to Queen. Lets the 3 fly. Hauled in by Curry. Curry's got his 4th rebound in this one.
This has been a close game in a lot of ways, but they do have an edge on the boards.
Connects from downtown. Curry's got 9 points now in the quarter.
Oh, 5 threes this half. The D can't contain this guy.
Now here's Williamson. 10 points for him. It's stolen by Kuminga. Curry surveys. Plenty of space. Again, the Warriors score.
And shooting-wise, he's been fantastic, helping to build this lead.
Pelicans trail by 9. Here's Fears. Pass to Williamson. On the wing, Bay. Shot clock at 6. Here's Fears. What a terrific move that is. Fears has got 6.
Getting enough shots in close to play inside out.
2 minutes.
Outside, Green. 4-3. And the Warriors with another 3.
This defense just can't stay connected to shooters.
The Pelicans shooting at a decent clip, 45% for the game. Here's Williamson. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up. It's going to be on Jonathan Kuminga.
Yeah, the physical abilities of Zion are truly next level. His build, his strength, I mean, it makes him difficult to defend and totally unique.
First one falls.
Even as much as we've seen him, we still marvel at the power of Zion around the basket. It's hard for a defender to deal with this kind of strength.
Horford, he's checked in for Kuminga. That one misses.
And they're doing strong work on the glass, a +5 advantage for them.
Pass to Curry. We've got 1:28 left to play in the half, and it's Green missing.
Yeah, and they've taken their foot off the gas a little. They were much more aggressive to start the game and really getting their opponent in early foul trouble.
All right, Joms, we know you got to hop back on your phone in case you have to break any news. Thank you for being with us here tonight. Great stuff.
Happy to be here, BA. Thank you.
And as always, it's terrific to get a visit from the one and only Shams.
I'm a little disappointed he didn't break a huge story here with us. And that would have been a true Shams moment.
The 3 from Curry. The Pelicans pull it in.
And you just can't afford to give up that kind of look very often.
41 seconds left in the first half of basketball. For 3, Fears. That's his 4th miss in 7 shots. The Warriors lead by 7. Down low. Oh, look at Green getting his inside.
And this is where Green looks to score. He's comfortable and confident down low.
And here's Williamson. 11 points in the game. Over to the left wing for 3, Fears. Unable to get that one. Stephen Curry getting it done for the Golden State Warriors. He's found his range, hitting 3 triples in the quarter. All right, Allie's ready to go. She's courtside. Hey, Allie.
I'm here with Coach Brago. Coach, in the first half, it seemed like the miscues fueled the other side offensively. What did you see?
Yeah, a couple runs there that, hurt us for them. We've got to keep them off the free throw line. The transition game, we've got to keep them out of our paint, rebound, and push it at them. We're turning the ball over a little too much on the offensive end.
Sounds like your players have their work cut out for them. Thanks, Coach.
All right, Allie, thanks for that. We will see everyone right back after this break, ready for the second half.
Thanks for joining us. Through the first half, there is still some work to do for the New Orleans Pelicans.
They're within striking distance. They've done a few good things out there, but rebounding is not one of them, Shaq.
Probably the difference in the game, which I'm sure Coach is reminding them of. Changing things up just a bit, let's catch a glimpse of the Western Conference standings at the moment.
For New Orleans, they knew it was going to be a tough year, and I got to say it's been hard to watch them fight, looking through all these challenges. We hope they're learning something out there. Challenging times for the franchise.
Thanks for tuning in. Now we head back to Brian Anderson for the start of the third quarter.
We hope you enjoyed the broadcast thus far. We're halfway through the game. Stephen Curry having a dominant impact in this game.
Yeah, they've done an amazing job of creating room to operate for him. And then, of course, executing.
I like how they came into this one with a game plan, and they're just going out and executing it. Terrific job.
We're seeing more and more teams playing 5 out now, RJ, with big men who can shoot from 3. Is that where the game's headed?
Those players are still hard to find, but I think more 7-footers will look to develop their long-distance shooting. It's becoming the new norm.
Here's who James Borrego is starting the second half with. Trey Murphy out there with Fears. Then there's Sadiq Bey. Then there's Zion Williamson. And it's Queen in at the center, locking down the middle. Here's Butler. After New Orleans, three-pointer on the other end. The 3 from Curry. Rebounded by New Orleans. Queen's got 5 rebounds tonight. Williamson outside. It's rebounded by Golden State. Butler's got 7 rebounds in the game. Here's Curry. Outside Butler. Pass to Curry. He squares up and sinks it. Curry's got 19 points.
This is Pete Curry shooting with real confidence off the catch. It's what helps get him going.
Williamson against Butler. Fires at the elbow. Williamson, no good. And it's Butler with the ball for the Warriors. And he makes it on the layup. And now a 10-point Warrior lead.
And in terms of wings, Butler is one of the best passers. And that starts with Jimmy's team-first mindset.
Pass to Queen. Now here's Williamson. Oh, it's a big finish by Williamson.
And that's what we've come to expect from Zion. Exactly.
Well, that's a fantastic view there from the AT&T Connected Cam. And we're just about 2 minutes into the final half of play now. And here's Moody. There's the triple. And it's Queen with a rebound. Queen's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Here's Fears. Fires the 3. That one's in. Coming off a nice dish from Williamson. Fears has got 9.
Lackluster defense, showing no desire to chase shooters off that line.
Outside Moody from behind the arc. And the rebound goes to the Pelicans.
And just unable to get anything going tonight. I mean, his teammates have really bailed him out.
Here's Williamson. Zion inside. Man, he's just built for that.
Yeah, such an impressive night for Zion. He has the ability.
You know, Richard, the Warriors have the 3rd most championships after the Lakers and Celtics.
Yeah, and 2 of those came as the Philadelphia Warriors, including the first NBA championship back in '47. And then they had the one with Rick Barry in '75. But most people know about their rings from the last decade or so in this dynasty.
New Orleans calls timeout.
On the court, squad. Who wants a t-shirt? Make some noise!
Take a look at the teams with the most steals per game according to the real stats, real scores from the real NBA. In the 3rd spot, the Warriors. 5th on the list, the Pelicans.
You know, forcing mistakes is a point of pride for both clubs. They're willing to gamble to cause disruption.
Warriors on D, leading by 5. Williamson passes to Queen. Back to Williamson. Pass to Fears. 6 on the shot clock. The three. And that basket makes him 5 for 10. Steady production so far.
In full-on catch-up mode. They're raining threes right now.
Now here's Curry. Defense is right there. And he banks in the layup. Curry's got 6 here in the quarter. Pelicans trail by 4. Here's Fears. 12 points for him. They set a pick. Hey, from long range. Rebounded by Butler. Butler's got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. And here's Curry for 3. It falls, and now he's 10 of 15 shooting. Nice work.
Prolific from deep in the first half. He's trying to continue that.
Williamson passes to Queen. To the paint. Now here's Bay. Moody defends. For 3. Warriors with the rebound. Green's got 5 rebounds tonight. Outside Butler. Over Williamson. And Butler inside.
There's not much you can do to slow down Butler in the mid-range. He just gets to a spot and rises up.
Butler against Williamson. To halt the run. Rebounded by Green. Green's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Butler against Williamson. Right side Green. Moody from outside. That shot is off. Pelicans trail by 9. Pass to Fears. Back to Williamson. Hey, with a screen on Butler. Here's Williamson. Oh, Zion! Just a bully inside.
His accuracy is on another level this quarter. Really high-quality shooting.
Outside Butler. The 3 is up. No good on the shot. The Pelicans have gotten 6 of 11 attempts to fall so far in the third. Pass to Queen. Williamson against Butler. 3-pointer. Offensive board.
Oh, love the intensity in which they're hitting the boards.
Butler going in strong. Great crossover to get free. Butler's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Hey, they're just getting pushed around inside.
Richard, tough as nails. Jimmy Butler always takes the fight head on.
And lifts his team when it matters most. And look, he's not for everybody, but look, if it's about winning, he's exactly who you want on your side.
All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Commissioner Silver talked about health, and he said that some of the injuries that our young players are experiencing are overuse injuries. In earlier eras, players in school participated in different sports depending on the season. He said perhaps a return to that approach is warranted. Brian, back over to you.
Interesting thought. Okay, Allie, thanks a lot.
A monster down low. Zion is scary.
The Warriors lead by 9. Outside Curry. Off target with the 3. And it's Williamson with the ball for the New Orleans Pelicans. Doesn't go that time. Some solid defense from Butler. The gritty finish from Butler there.
I wouldn't say Butler seeks contact, but he sure doesn't turn it down.
Pelicans trail by 11. Williamson inside. Butler covering. They outside. 3-pointer. The rebound by Moody. Well, the Warriors' shooting has been great. 57% and finding ways to score consistently. Pass to Curry. To the inside. Here's Green. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Curry. Curry's got 3 assists in the game.
They're really working the paint now.
Williamson outside. Here's Fears. To the wing, right side. Queen. Cash money on the open jump shot. Queen's got 6.
got to fight harder to get over those screens.
Yeah, as soon as these guys feel contact, they are just disappearing like they're not even there. You got to show some fire and keep defending.
Curry, that's good.
Putting on a shooting clinic from deep. He had that huge first half, and he's still rolling.
Now Williamson, 19 points in the game. With the floater. And there's the screen. Down low, 5 to shoot. Right side Green. Pass to Curry. Outside Moody. Green with a screen on Williamson. Moody from outside. And the Warriors with another three.
If you give him that kind of separation, oh, he's going to take full advantage.
Now Bay. From downtown. Rebounded by Green. Green's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Here's Butler, and the Warriors tack on 2 more.
He drops yet another dime, just facilitating this offense like a maestro.
A minute 53 left in the third. Pass to Fears. Will it go? That's good. And it's Williamson with the assist. Williamson's got 3 assists now in this one. And Steve Kerr wants a timeout. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy. Grant, when you talk about the Pelicans, year after year, it comes back to health.
And you sometimes wonder if there's something in the water in New Orleans for some bad juju, because they're certainly due for some better luck.
Kuminga against Williamson. Kuminga's shot is off. Pelicans trail by 16. Williamson left side. Alvarado outside. Williamson outside. 6 to shoot. Pass to Fears. Over heel. Fears' shot is off. The Warriors lead by 16. Outside Kuminga. Launches it. Pelicans cleared away. Williamson's got his 4th rebound in this one. Here's Fears. Doesn't go for him. Some solid defense from Butler. Here's Podziemski. The Pelicans pull it in. Williamson left side. Podziemski grabs the board. Podziemski's got rebound number 5 here tonight. And stolen by Alvarado. And it's the Pelicans on the break. Up ahead. Oh, and the big finish by Williamson.
Oh, I love this guy. Even when they're trailing, he works hard to put on a show.
Hey, that might be just what they need right now. Outside Butler. The 3 is up. On target from range. Butler's got 11 points here in the second half.
And his fantastic performance from the last game has carried over to tonight.
He's just riding the wave of momentum right now, getting to his spots and keeping things simple on the offensive side.
And so it's the Golden State Warriors looking in total control with this 17-point advantage as the buzzer sounds. And they've got a comfortable lead, in large part due to their three-point shooting. More NBA on 2K Sports right after this. And let's take this opportunity to show you our State Farm assist to the game.
And I'll tell you what, this was a no-brainer tonight. Take a look at the precision on this feed. Couldn't place it any better.
You've got to admire the vision just as much as the accuracy. Not many players can even spot that pass.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that, to this point, has not been an evenly fought contest. Butler out there with Jonathan Kuminga. Then there's Al Horford. Then it's Buddy Hield. And it's Podziemski in at the point guard position. That's the Warriors 5.
He gives up a bit of size at the center position, but his leaping ability, well, let's just say that makes up for it.
Hawkins, a good-looking shot from the wings. The Warriors lead by 17. Podziemski with it. Pass to Butler. Misi grabs the board. Here's Hawkins. Off the mark there with a three.
That's a look he couldn't pass up. He just couldn't get it to go.
Now here's Podziemski. Beyond the arc. He buries it from three. And the Warriors lead by 20.
Now you have to extend that defense. I mean, you really have to stay connected to him at all times.
And the lack of defensive pressure on shots like that is a big reason they're down by double digits.
Now here's Williamson. Clock at 6. Over Kuminga. And that one comes up a bit short. And it's Butler with the ball for Golden State. They lead by 20. That's the most we've seen. Outside Kuminga. Looney against Butler. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair.
First personal foul.
You know, one of the ideas that's been thrown around for the All-Star festivities, a one-on-one tournament with $1 million prize on the line, RJ.
That is amazing when you think about that number, but players are making $75–80 million a season. Ultimately, that's got to come from within, the want to compete against the best on the biggest stage.
That's good from Butler. Well, Grant, when Zion is doing what he does best, it changes everything for the Pels.
Yeah, he bends defenses and brings a force that few teams can answer. With him in rhythm, they're not just dangerous, they're different.
Butler hits them both. The Pelicans have gotten just one shot to fall out of 3 attempts in the fourth. Williamson passes to Alvarado. Now Misi. Looney, a screen on Butler. Pass to Williamson. Here's Alvarado. Kept alive. And here's Misi. Here's Looney. Horford covering. 4 on the clock. Looney passes to Williamson. Horford with a steal. Here's Kuminga. Oh, throw it down! Wow!
Oh, that was nasty. Kuminga showing some flair on that jam.
To the wing on the left. Williamson outside. Well, you want officials to get the calls right, but for video review, maybe institute a 2-minute time limit, you think?
Oh, I would love a good 2-minute time limit, but the worst thing to do would be to go to a 2-minute time limit and then have them not get it right. Then you wasted all that time for nothing.
And Steve Kerr calls timeout, looking to get everyone dialed in and engaged. checked in for the Warriors. Queen, he's checked in for New Orleans. Pelicans on D. Outside Pajemski from the arc. And he drains it. A solid 5 for 6 now.
Since halftime, they have been efficient and effective, making Coach very happy.
Well, I credit some of that to their communication out on the floor. They are attacking as a unit.
Now here's Williamson. To the paint. Here's Alvarado. That's good. And it's Williamson with the assist.
You can tell Zion values sharing the ball. He knows he can't win it alone out there.
Outside Kuminga. Pass to Horford. Outside Butler. The three from Curry. And the Warriors with another three.
Goodness, this man is ripping 3 after 3. An incredible display of shooting.
New Orleans has gone 1 for 3 in the fourth quarter from range. Williamson, right side. Shoot. And it's good. Fought through contact. Hit the shot and will go to the line. All right, guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for the Warriors?
All game long, they've been making it rain from the arc. And look, they've done it by feeding the hot hands.
Well, another major factor in the offensive performance was the fast break, converting on those chances when they get them tonight.
And the Warriors making a switch here. Green is checked in. Well, Grant, how do you slow down Zion Williamson?
Oh, glad I didn't have to, B.A. Obviously, you've got to play him for the drive and keep him in front of you. And when he gets anywhere near the paint, you have to bring the help.
He drops it from range. Curry's got 35 in the game.
This has been their game plan here in the final period. We'll see if it continues to work out.
I think when you've got it going from three-point range, you've got to keep it going. It's a good way to kind of pile up the points quickly.
Here's Spears. And stolen by Green. Now here's Pajemski. On the wing, Green. Outside Curry. Good! Another from 3. Buries his 10th triple of the game.
Unbelievable, B.A. Unbelievable.
And so it's Williamson who brings up the ball for the New Orleans Pelicans. Soft touch off the glass. Williamson's got 26 points.
They've struggled, but hey, you cannot lay it at his feet. Offensively, he's getting it done.
Here's Butler over Williamson. Butler can't get it to go. For New Orleans, they've gone 5 of 8 from the field so far in the fourth. Here's Spears. Williamson outside. Jacks up a 3. Warriors with the rebound. Green's got his 8th rebound here tonight. And Williamson with the block.
Whoa, Zion looked like a flying fortress the way he protected the rim.
Here's Spears, inside. They double him with Butler. And the basket by Queen.
Feed the interior, good things will happen.
The Warriors have gotten 7 of their first 10 shots to go during this fourth quarter. Pass to Pajemski. The open shot, Kuminga. And again, no good by Golden State. The Pelicans have gotten 6 of 10 attempts to drop in the fourth quarter. Here's Queen, Bay outside. Some nice passing by New Orleans here. Williamson against Butler. Down to 5 on the shot clock. The 15-footer. And misses it off the right side of the rim. The Warriors shooting 59% in this one. A good average. It's Pajemski on the wing. Pass to Kuminga. And we're seeing some younger teams really on the rise here. Any particular reason, Grant?
Well, you know, it's part of the natural order of things. Certain players will dominate dominate, and when they age, there are always those young upstarts vying to take the lead.
New Orleans has gone only 1 of 4 from the perimeter here in this fourth quarter. Williamson with a screen on Curry. Here's Fears. He's covered by Curry. From 12 feet, and the rebound goes to the Warriors. Nearing 40 points in a dominant performance.
Yeah, he's been in attack mode all night.
And it's Hield missing. And for the Pelicans, they're shooting an even 50% since the fourth quarter got underway. Bay with it, picked up by Post. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
Yeah, and Bay has a nice shot, and the defenders are aware of it, and it definitely worked in his favor that time.
2 shots.
Shooting 2.
He misses the free throw.
Yeah, solid shooter at the stripe. Bay really confident when he has freebies to shoot.
And the Warriors making a change here, but Jimsky's checked in. Good on the second one. There are usually 1 or 2 mid-season coaching changes in the NBA every year. Can those energize the team, Grant?
You know, B.A., we've seen it give teams a boost in the past, but only on occasion. Usually it's a last-ditch effort in a doomed season or simply just turning the page.
Now here's Hield. And again, no good by Golden State. Pass to Fears. It's rebounded by Golden State. Outside Hield to win the cold spell. Oh, wow. Drew the contact, and that 3 almost went in. So he'll go to the line for 3 free throws.
Known as a volume three-point shooter, Hield is effective both as a starter as well as coming off the bench.
And he hits the first of 3.
Guys like Buddy Hield, knockdown shooters, they are in high demand around the league.
And he's good on the second.
And really strong at the line since the break.
And he nails the third. And they tell players, your career is short. Maximize your earnings. But sometimes guys take less, Grant.
And you know, different things go into that. Winning, comfort, and in some cases, you're talking legacy. You know, for those rare players who've been with one team their whole career.
Williamson. And again, New Orleans no good. The Warriors have gotten 7 to go out of 13 attempts during the fourth. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Jonathan Kuminga. That's his 3rd foul of the game.
And great job to establish position and square up.
The Pelicans have gone just 6 of 14 in this final quarter. Pass to Bay. Here's Fears, takes a 3, knocks it down from distance. Fears has got 12 points here in the second half.
If you're not right up there on him, oh, he's going to make you pay.
Outside Hield. Pass to Horford. Now here's Post. He's guarded closely. Now here's Hield. This one for 3. It's hauled in by New Orleans. Queens got rebound number 10 tonight with that last one. Horford against Williamson.
2 minutes remaining.
And Richard, for those vets who haven't won a ring yet, how hard is it to take less money to join a contender?
It is not hard, and contenders typically count on that because once you've made the money, if you've made it that far in your career, if there's one thing left that you want to accomplish, that's win a ring.
Now here's Post. Healed for three. It's not going to go for him.
And sometimes on defense, you can just get lucky.
Bay with it. Kuminga defends. Williamson inside. He's against Horford. Here's Bay. Who trains the 19-footer.
It's safe to say they have dominated this game. The game wasn't even as close as the score says in a great win for the Warriors.
And everything seemed to go their way today. They were firing on all cylinders, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., this was the kind of performance you relish as a player. Just a very impressive win.
And this will push their total wins for the year up to 11.
But they've got 2 more chances to get some revenge. The matchup doesn't favor them, but against a conference opponent, they're gonna battle hard.
And of all the highlights and performances we've seen here tonight, the one thing that stands out is what an unbelievable night it's been for Stephen Curry.
And let's just say this, the name of the game is scoring, and yes, he provided that tonight. You're welcome.
Now here's Post. Pass to Heel to snap the cold streak. It's hauled in by Zion Williamson. And so it's Williamson who brings up the ball for New Orleans. To the middle. Here's Queen. On the wing, Bay. Fires from deep. The shot won't fall. And so it's the Warriors taking care of business in this one. Well, this might not have been the most competitive game we've ever seen, but you've got to appreciate their masterful performance.
And I'm sure their fans appreciated it too. We saw the outstanding defense and a loaded offensive effort, and they were just dominant out there.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Allie LaForce, Grant Hill, and Rich